Hi, this is Łukasz from the Blender Smoothie channel, and today I want to show you how to create a perfect normal map from just 4 photos. And if you stay with me until the end, not only you will know how to create a setup in Node Editor yourself, but I will also share the finished file with you and you will know how to use it. Let's get started. How does the normal map work? As you can see on the picture, the normal map allows you to assign data about the curvature of an object and map it into the plane, keeping the information that will allow us to illuminate it from any direction. The normal map stores all that information about directions in red, green and blue channels of the image. The blue channel is the axis pointing downwards from the viewer. The red channel is pointing from left to right, and green channel from bottom to the top. And we are going to use that information to create our own normal map from the photos. So here's my setup. Right here I have my object, a leather book cover with 3 coins. My smartphone is laying down on the table, and I'm not using a tripod because the legs of the tripod was interfering with the light movement around the object, so that's more comfortable. And I have also a remote controller to take photos on my smartphone, because if you touch your smartphone you can just move it a little bit and the photos will not be aligned, so I do prefer use a remote controller. And here's my light source, and I just have to take 4 or 5 photos from right, left, top and bottom, and also you can do 5th photo from above. And this is how the photos looks like just from the camera without any processing. I'm happy with them, so we could go to Blender and start creating our node setup. I have this simple plane here, and we have to go to the material properties and add a new material. Then go to the shading tab, where we will gonna create our node setup. First, I will click Shift+A to open that menu, and then add a texture, image texture. I have to click Open and select my files. I will start with a file from the top. I can connect it to the color to see that image, and also I will scale it in that direction to have better proportions. Okay, but that's not what we want. We want to create our normal map. So right now I will duplicate my node by pressing Shift+D and then select right picture, duplicate once again, selecting bottom one, and then duplicating and selecting the left one. The order is important in that case. So having that 4 nodes, first I will generate virtual picture with light from all the sides, and it will simulate the 5th photo you can you can take from the top. But if you don't have it, if you don't have a photo from above, then you can mix that 4 pictures, and we will do so by adding a color ramp and connecting color right here. We can see what it does, and it does a grayscale picture. You can always regulate the contrast of that result picture, moving these sliders to have the best results. I will duplicate that node 4 times and okay, and connect every node with a color ramp. Then I want to connect them together with a mix RGB, and I will just mix that 2 colors using the lighten setup, and I will also duplicate it right here to mix those 2, and duplicate once again to create mix of 4 pictures. So right now we are ready to mix those 4 channels to create our normal map. We are going to use a color ramp too, so I will add a color ramp, and right now I have to select the proper colors. So I will select that handle and select green color. I will go to the RGB tab and 0 red and blue, leaving the green as 1. This is our color ramp for the top, and the same will be for the bottom. And I will duplicate it and create another color ramp for red channel and connect it with right channel, duplicate it, and also connect it with left channel. Okay, that's it. We have to create another very special color ramp for the above view. I will duplicate the color ramp right here, and for the first stop I have to use 0.5 red, 0.5 green, because we will add and subtract those values from that, and 1 for blue channel. And as the second step, I will have to put 0.5 in every channel. So this is our color ramp from the above, from the Z axis. I will make some more space right here, and right now we are ready to add and subtract those values from our Z neutral channel. So I will add or maybe copy from here the mix RGB, and the first one will be add this green to the output of that node, because the top is a positive value, and I will duplicate it, connect it like a waterfall, and those red from right picture will be also positive, as I have mentioned before. And right now we have to subtract the green value from the bottom node, from the result of previous node, and also subtract the red value from the left image, like that. And right now I can connect it to the base color to check out the result picture, and it looks like that. And if everything is alright, I can create the final normal map node and connect, I will zoom it, and connect the color right here and this output to the normal of our shader. And as you can see, you can't see too much. Why is that? Because we have this very even lighting right here. So I will go to our layout and grab the light, put it just like that, and then in the view from top I will go to viewport shading, and the coins can be illuminated from each side, and the result will be even better when we put one into the metallic setting on our material. So it's right now really shiny, as you can see, and even better when we connect the color of our material. But how to get it? I was talking in my previous video about taking photos without reflections, and it will be perfect, but only for the objects that are not metal, because metal is mainly the reflection, and you can't take the color of it using the cross polarized lighting setup. So I will go to the shading and copy those three nodes and put it, duplicate them and copy them right here, and again put all the colors here and connect them together to add them, and they will create our base color. So right now, if I grab my light, the effect is really photorealistic, and that's what we want to achieve. I hope that you like that final effect, and I will put a link in the description to my previous video about creating those color textures without reflections, and also to the whole node setup, so you could just copy it to your project. I've just grouped all those nodes together into that one node group, which is easy to use because you can just connect the 4 photos as inputs and get the normal map and color texture as an output. And if it was helpful for you, please click like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. Bye!